Hi everyone, Victoria Cochrane here on another Wednesday. The weeks are flying by and welcome to June and winter. Gosh, it feels like it too, doesn't it? It's so cold. I'm actually having a coffee because it's really cold. I've been in this room for an hour with Gemma, who's left. She's gone. Gemma won't be online today, but she's been here. And my feet are freezing. So here in Tasmania, it's been very cold. It's probably colder in some other parts where you are, and hopefully you're in a warmer spot than I am. So I'm just warming up while I wait for you guys to jump on. So welcome everyone to my weekly session on the Spiritual Events Directory. My name is Victoria Cochrane. Hi Marlene. I am a trained advanced theta healing practitioner. Hi Saskia. And a Reiki master. And I'm a psychic channel. And a lot of what I've learned has been taught to me by Creator and the Masters. So the wisdom is kind of there, unlocked, which we all have. And so today I'm talking about unlocking our psychic clairs and how we might do that, and a few exercises to help us do that. Hi Angie, hi Sandra, hi Colin, welcome on board. Because everyone has the ability to be psychic, and some of you would know, but others don't, that I have only known about my psychic abilities for less than 11 years. Hi Angie, my lovely friend. Awesome, Saskia, I'm glad that's good for you. And before that I really used to think, well, I think I could be psychic, and now I just kind of think, wow, if only I'd known then how psychic I am. And so that would just rest my case that everybody has the ability, and it starts with intuition. To me, it starts with intuition, okay? And everybody, hi Patricia, hi Jackie, great to see you too. It really starts with intuition. If you're trusting your intuition and listening to the signs, taking notice of the signs, that's where our psychicness starts. I'm fully convinced of that. So, you know, I just think that today we might just talk about the psychic clairs. I've probably talked about them before, but for some people who haven't heard me do that, we'll talk about them. Because the thing to do is, if you wish to develop your psychic abilities, is to take notice of the way that you receive your intuitive thoughts and feelings and signs, and build on your strength. So as a teacher, I would always find the child's strength and build on that first, and build on what they know. So build on the known to the unknown, and that's the way all people learn, is you can't build on nothing. You've got to have something that is there to build on. So it's about listening in, taking notice, starting to really listen into your body and feel into your body, and how do you receive messages. Well, some of you would know, but some of you might say, well, I have no idea. Hi Jan. So today's session is all about just exploring and starting to find the way that you receive messages. So intuition is probably the best form of claircognizance, of just knowing. You just have this knowing that something's going to go wrong, or oh, I should have listened to my intuition and checked the iron before I left the house, and stuff like that. Where does it come from? Oh, look, you might like to comment on that, because I've always thought that it was our angels talking to us, but I also know that all of us are ethereal beings having a human experience. So we have our higher self that's connected to all our lives and our knowing, and also to the universal knowledge. Hi Terry, so glad to see you too. Think and feel. Yeah. So, all right. So Saskia says she thinks and she feels. So intuition can be just you'll suddenly think of something and you'll go, oh, got to do that now, and or you'll get the hackles on the back of your neck, or you'll just start to get a feeling of dread all over, or a thought will just pop into your head. There are lots of different ways. So they come in different clairs. Clairvoyance, people always say, or a lot of people would define clairvoyance as seeing into the future. No, not for me. Clairvoyance is just seeing with the third eye. Hi, Samar. So it's seeing with the third eye what you don't see with the naked eye. But sometimes I'm starting to see things a bit more with the naked eye too. I was doing a healing for someone yesterday. Hi, Annette. Great to see you. And I suddenly saw a flash of light in front of her on her left side. Yeah, just a knowing. Great. Yeah, so for some people it's just a knowing. But I'm talking about the clairs now and how you might get your intuitive feelings or thoughts or whatever, and how clairvoyance is seeing with the third eye. But we can sometimes see flashes. So I used to sometimes see flashes of light, and to me that was the angels just letting me know they were there. Before I knew Archangel Michael was with me, I would have flashes of blue on my glasses. And then he turned up one day, and so that's Archangel Michael. But yesterday, in front of my client, I saw this beautiful sphere of light, and it was just a flash, but I didn't discount it, and I looked into it, and it was her higher self waiting to come in. And so it was just a different kind of sphere of light. Yeah, so that still is clairvoyance to me. It's seeing things that are from the etheric plane that are not of a physical nature on earth. And so if you are able to visualize things, if you're good at visualizing spelling words or seeing pictures in your head, or when you're reading, getting a real picture of what's happening in the story, then you probably can be clairvoyant. You know, if you don't, then you still can be clairvoyant, but it might just be something that you need to work on a bit harder with. But I am a good visualizer. I'm a visual learner, so clairvoyance has come very easily to me, and it's a really good thing as a theta healing practitioner to be able to do, because I need to witness the healings. Hi Anne, look, I'm not doing individual readings for people. I just find that really draining, and it's just too hard to get to everybody. But if people would like a reading with me, please do contact me afterwards and we can set something up. So if you feel things really strongly, you just get a feeling that someone's not right. Hi Madison, yeah. Or you just, the hackles are up on your neck, or you suddenly just... So I've got another client in Launceston who says she gets a feeling that builds and builds and builds, and then she'll find the cat been run over on the road, or something's happened. And so then it's about just tuning into that. What is the master or the angel or whoever's with you trying to tell you that's going to happen? Thanks, Anne. Yeah, so that feeling of just something that's going to happen, and it can sometimes be a physical sensation that you get. Quite often, if Archangel Michael wants to talk to me, he burns my foot, and I just suddenly get a really hot foot. Other masters might just, I'll get a bubbling on my shoulder, or I'll get, when a spirit's in the room and wants to contact someone through me, I'll just get energy all over. So that's clairsentience too, is to actually feel the presence, or just to feel that something's right or wrong. So there's a bit of a difference, but it's still clairsentience. So there's clairvoyance. Hi Monica, welcome back. There's clairsentience. Yeah, well there you go. So today we're going to start tuning into these things. Clairaudience is hearing, so audience is hearing, but for me channeling is a thought that's not my own. So I could be, that's awesome. It's so great that you're all chipping in here. I get knowings and I also get strong feelings with situations. The way I separate overthinking and a knowing is when I get a knowing, I stay calm even when it's bad. And that's your intuition. That's fantastic. So Madison Ruby has started tuning into the difference between getting overthinking on something or actually having her intuition coming in. So that's fantastic. Hi, Jackie. So with clairaudience, it's a thought. So I could be driving along and thinking, oh, I'll go and visit so-and-so, and all of a sudden I'll just get, she's not home. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. So that's channeling, okay? And so I learned very early on just to receive messages, and I would love to be able to teach that, but when you just can do something, it's hard to teach it, isn't it? Like, it's just like, how do I break it down so I can teach someone how to do it? Trust. I say this every week, trust. Telepathy is a bit different. It is still a form of clairaudience, but telepathy is when you're actually sending a message to someone else and actually communicating mind to mind. Whereas clairaudience, or like channeling in a clairaudience, so that telepathy would be clairaudience still because you're going mind to mind, but channeling is where you're actually bringing in messages from spirit. So it's not mind to mind, it's, you know, into your mind. Sometimes I will get a clang or I'll get a voice. Yeah, and I do too, Sema. So I clairaudient, but the more what I'm saying to you is I started with clairaudience and clairaudience and clairvoyance, and then the clairsentience and the claircognizance is developing. So you start with what you're good at and then you build on it. So I did telepathise with my younger son once, who's the most open, and it was just a message of I love you, but he got it. The other thing is my husband and I are very connected, so quite often we'll answer a question that the other person hasn't actually vocalised yet. So a real connection for telepathy, one needs to have a real connection with the other person, or on some level. So, and then claircognizance is the knowing. So a lot of people are saying with their intuition, it's just knowing. They just know. And claircognizance is, I think, the most intrusive form of psychicness, because if you just know stuff about people all the time, that's intrusive for them, but it's also a bother for you because you don't want your mind all full up of other people's business. So claircognizance is something that if you just know stuff, it's also if you do suddenly just get a knowing about someone, do you tell them? Have they asked to know? That's my question back to you. You know, if there's the law of non-intervention and the law of free will. So if you just come up and tell someone that you see their dead grandfather with them, you've got your clairvoyance, but you've got that claircognizance of just knowing who it is. Have they asked for that? And are you now going to make them really anxious and stuff? So with psychicness, I'm going into another territory, which I'm going to rein in right here, but we do need to be very, very mindful of how we deliver our messages and whether people have asked for them or not, and if we have permission to be tuning into people. And so we do need permissions, and but if we're just doing it for ourselves, well, that's all well and fine, but not intervening on other people, just saying, oh, I might tune into someone and see what they're thinking. No, you can't do that. Saskia says, I've channeled spirit a few times in my adult life and saw spirit as everyday people when I was younger. I can always sense spirit in the room or angels around me. Yeah, ethics, Monica, exactly. Yes, and free will is so important. So, and then if we are intervening, then we can create the wheel of karma and all that kind of stuff. And that might just be a topic for another day. So I wanted to do a few psychic exercises today just to help people to tune into the way you're receiving things, and whether you, if you can't see, then how do you feel it, and can develop the seeing, because some people say they can't see but they see colours. Okay, so we'll start with that and we'll build on that. So just a couple of exercises to start us off with our building our psychic powers, and just exploring what they are. So the first one that I have is that I picked a card this morning from the Goddess cards, and I had a question in mind. Okay, now you don't have to get the specific answer, but the card is Aeracura blossoming. This beautiful card. I was very happy with it, actually. Frustrated at the same time. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process, and do not give up. So I give you permission to tune into me and to tune into this card and use your intuition, your psychic intuition. What was I asking about? What is this card about? And just see, I'll wait till we've got about 10 or so answers, and then I'll tell you. You don't have to write to me if you don't want to. Just kind of have a think. What does this say to you? I'll read it to you again. Blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process, and do not give up. What does your intuition tell you about my question or what it means for me? And I give absolute permission for you to tune in. So, and the whole purpose of this is for you to see whether you just get someone telling you, like a being, your guide telling you the answer, whether you can actually just know what it's about, what your clair is that you're using. I'll just have a sip of coffee while I'm waiting for you to tune in. So the question is, what was I asking about when I drew this card? What does your intuition tell you about me and my journey, and what the message for me is? What is it generally about? It doesn't have to be specific. If you don't want to write it, just give me a thumbs up that you are anticipating a lot of exciting things happening and are a bit impatient about it. Absolutely. Angie, fantastic. A little bit more information. Exciting things happening to do with... Yeah, because I always want something to happen tomorrow. You have your thoughts? Great. Pretty, great to see you. Was this card resonated with you as I'm just starting my journey and to believe and to not give up? Fantastic. So if this card resonates with where you're at, that's fantastic too. Fantastic. Awesome. Yeah, it is about my work. It is, Angie. It is. I felt it was something close to your heart, perhaps a new work venture that you were wanting to launch. Same art. Awesome. You're really on the right track. Yeah, absolutely. Incredible change ahead. Fantastic. No, Monica, not really. Yes, it is the next step on my path and my work. your work, expanding my spiritual work. Yeah, you're all on the right track. And if you were getting it for yourself, that's fantastic too. If you really got strong intuition about this card for yourself, that would be good. And actually, I'll ask for one for you guys now before I do the next thing. So this was about my fourth book because I've got 3 books that I've channeled. Yeah, and I feel that I am too. So I retired from a full-time teaching career last year after 30 years. Took a leap of faith to step into this spiritual work full-time, and I'm incredibly grateful that I've got this platform on Spiritual Events Directory to work with every week and to meet so many beautiful people like you. Yeah, and so Angie, whom I know, says she's feeling impatient about her work too, and she's incredibly talented as well. So, yeah, so it's really great that that if this resonates with you. I think for a lot of us, there's a lot of change ahead this year. In particular, this year seems to me like people are stepping up, stepping into their true gifts, and that's certainly true for me. And I have channeled 3 books, and they're all here. Sorry if I've disappeared. And 2 of them, like, they were written in 2013, and this last one 2015, and they've been around for a while now. But this 4th one is a bit different, and Gemma said to me today she felt like it's she was told that it's got a higher, a different vibration. It's different altogether, and but where do I go with it, you know? But I think I've just got to, I know I have to trust, and this card just confirms to me that I'm on the right track. And then I really want to read, oh, you're welcome, Auntie, pleasure, to read the imagery, and if you look at the purity of the angel or the figure and the flower, it's like it's a blossoming, but it's a blossoming in the energy of the Creator for me, and that's what I'm really wanting to do. And so for me, that's confirmation that it's all going the way it's meant to. So I'll just keep writing, and just how does it get channeled to you? That's a really good question. I want to kind of come back to that one because I want to draw a card for you guys, but then I'll come back to that. Yeah, Fiona, for sure. To trust your higher self. Yeah, feminine power, very pure. It's about, to me, white is it's purity, but it's absolute faith and trust that what I am receiving in my channeling is correct. Actually, I'll answer Fiona's question now. How does it get channeled to you via meditation? Yeah, well, generally it does. Although, you know, as I said to you, sometimes I could just be thinking something and a message will pop in. But I know that I have Archangel Michael with me all the time. So if I get a message in my head, I know it's from him. If I am in bed and I'm thinking about stuff and I get a flash of real white light like that, I know it's Creator wanting to talk to me. So, and if I get a sensation, I will actually connect, and I can put my energy out and then just remote view, it's called. So actually see with my third eye the being of light that's trying to get hold of me. And then I thank them for being with me, and I ask them what I can do for them or what the message is, and then I empty my mind. And so it's about, because the conflict to begin with when I was learning to do it was, am I just thinking that, am I just making it up? You know, so the trust thing is really important, but just emptying my mind and just waiting. And so when I'm looking and doing a healing and I'm witnessing it, and I ask Creator to show me where the trauma's held or anything, I will tune into the person, but then I'll just wait and wait for it to light up. I don't try and force it, you know, it's just that it just will come. But the main thing to tell you that that's fantastic, Fiona. The main thing that I need to tell you is that you need to know who you're channeling. Who are you talking to? Where is this information coming from? And if you don't know, stop, because and chances are that it's an archangel, but if you're channeling spirit, then where is the spirit coming from? If it's Great Aunt Betty or your grandmother, that's fine, but you just need to know who you're talking to, and you need to be grounded. And the way I teach it is to go to the Creator. That was the way I was taught, even way before I did theta healing, because it's unconditional love. There's no conditions. You won't trade energies, and you won't get yourself kind of attached. Sorry, Lynn, if you would like a reading, please contact me through Spiritual Events Directory or through my page, Reaching Out Spiritual News, and we can look at something there. So, yeah, and then the message just comes. If you have trouble getting the message, then try automatic writing. You know, that's a thing too. But it was something that happened to me early on. Was my grandfather came in and I needed to get a message, and I didn't know how that would happen. But in the end, it was just about emptying my mind and allowing that to come through. So, sorry, Lauren, not giving readings for individual people, but you know, I love to hear from people afterwards, and if you would like one, please check in. So generally, yes, I will meditate, and then what I do, and actually when I'm doing my channelings now, I do it on the computer. I don't write anymore, because then I have to double up. So but it's about just allowing it to flow through, but knowing who is coming through. And generally I'll just ask Archangel Michael, because I trust him completely. But I'll go to Creator first, and then I'll just allow that to come through. And then if I'm saying something that I shouldn't say, he'll suddenly burn my foot, and I'll stop, and he'll say, you can't do that because it's plagiarizing or something. So yeah, it's all the senses come in, but the channeling is something that I feel that a lot of people know, or you get it in different ways. Channeling's not necessarily a thought or a voice or anything. It could also be that you just see the message at the right time, or the song comes on the radio, or you see a vision in your head or something. So I don't know, it comes out. Thank you, Saskia, you are amazing. Yes, that's it. That is my Facebook. Thank you so much. Okay, so channeling is, yeah, it's hard to teach, but to me it's, you just need to, if you ask a question, you're going to get the answer, okay? The Creator, the universe will always answer you. Your angels will always answer you. The way that it comes depends on how you receive messages, and they will get it to you the best way they can, knowing that you can receive it that way. Bless. So if they're trying to tell you something but you're not getting it, then they'll do it another way. But if you ask a question, you will be answered. So it could be in the form of a person just comes in, you know, a person like me just kind of turns up unexpectedly and just answers your question, or you know, lots of other ways. You might just read it in a book or something. So yeah, here we go. Patricia says, I get my messages through other family members if it comes from my dad or ex-husband when I ask them for guidance. Or when it comes from spirit, I get really strong feelings from them and thoughts. There you go. So Patricia's got clairsentience, and she's got clairaudience as well. So, and she's trusting, but she's also knowing where it's coming from. So that's fantastic, and I'm loving that you guys are kind of interacting like this, because it's teaching everybody. We're all learning together. I can't tell you that I'm the sage of all wisdom, because I'm learning every day. And but having the time now to not be teaching, but to have the time to invest in the work and to actually really spend time with clients. And you know, I'm in here in this room 3 or 4 times a week, but maybe only for an hour some days and 3 hours another day, but at least I've got the time to do it. And so what you put your focus on too is where then the energy will go. So with the card of blossoming, now that I've got time to write and I've got time to actually channel, and I'm putting all my focus on it instead of writing lesson plans and rushing off to teach and everything, it's going to happen a lot faster. Jasmine says, many messages come to me in my dreams, and like you said, through the radio and things I read. If you dream a lot, keep a journal, because it's certainly a way of telling you. I had this massive dream once, because a lot of my thing has been being able to dump my emotional baggage of being insecure and not feeling liked and everything. And I had a really, I've got to say, you know, I didn't have a bad childhood, but I had all that. And so I had a dream of being on a platform, and there was a sea awash with all this debris, and it was all being washed up onto the platform. And then this great big ship came halfway up onto the platform but not fully out, and it was just like I'd nearly got rid of all my emotional baggage, and I don't think I'll ever get rid of it all. I don't think anyone ever does, but I had one major thing to shift, and I was halfway there. And that's the way, because water is emotion, so if you know kind of the basic symbols of what things are, it's kind of, so that was kind of comforting for me. And then I could kind of look into what it might be that I was still holding that I needed to shift. And so knowledge is power, and awareness and everything makes a difference, that you can start to work on it yourself. So if you do dream a lot, keep a journal, because that's the way the masters or the angels are talking to you, or your spiritual family. A lot going on at the moment. I don't usually pop on, but seeing you on, and bang, I needed to hear this, so thank you. Lisa, perfect, exactly what I was talking about. So if you've been asking for an answer to something, and all of a sudden someone like me pops up, and it's not always going to be me, that's fantastic. Anne says, my feelings and messages sit in my solar plexus. This is when I really listen. It doesn't go away until I acknowledge it. Fantastic, that's right. So for Anne, it's in her solar plexus, so she takes notice of it, she sits in and feels it, and that's what I want to do today. Right, rambling on too much. I was going to pick a card for everybody. And I'll pop the blossoming one back in, because I don't want to rob you of that, just in case. But so I'm asking for a reading for the collective in terms of spiritual growth, but also personal growth, spiritual growth, and moving forward in a positive way. Okay? And this is for all of you. Now, when I pull it and I read the words, sometimes the words won't mean anything, but look very carefully at the picture as well, because the visual can mean different things for different people. Sometimes I'll cover up the words. The words have got nothing to do with it, but it's the best card that the masters could find. Okay? Thank you for all the love hearts and the likes. Okay. I hope this resonates. Ishtar, boundaries. All right, it's a bit like what I was talking about. You've got to make the time to have the time. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on time and energy. To really move forward, put yourself first. That's what I'm saying. But I'll hold that up for you to actually look into it and see what it means for you. That's great, Lisa. So I hope that resonates with people, but if we need to move forward, we need to actually have boundaries on our time and yeah, so many of us are doing everything for other people and don't even, make enough time to go to the toilet sometimes. So honestly, just that one is for all of us today. And if it really resonates, look up Ishtar, because Ishtar is a powerful goddess. I've channeled her before. She's amazing. Okay, second, not enough hours in the day. That's right. I was up early this morning. I kept thinking all the time, all the things I had to do, and Richie was gone at 5, so it's just like, I'm awake now. I'll get up and do the things I need to do. Okay, the second one is that, now I'm just going to move you off my diary. I have 3 cards. We're talking about intuition, and the way that I choose the right card for me is that I close my eyes and I watch and I ask for the card to light up. So I'm asking you guys to tell me which card is the chakra card, and maybe you might even be able to tell me which chakra the card is. But if you don't see it light up, you might just know. Do you get a feeling? So we're talking about our clairs. So are you clairvoyant? Can you actually see it? Are you clairaudient? Do you get a message from your guides about it? Fantastic, Patricia. I'm glad that resonated with you. Are you clairsentient? You just get a strong feeling that it's one or the other? Or are you claircognizant? You just know. Okay, so I'm asking you, I'm about to show you the cards. Which card is the chakra card? I've got 3 cards there. Hope you can see them. Can you? Or are you seeing? There they are. No. Hold on. I might turn you around. There we go. That's better. Which card is the chakra card, and what chakra is it? So is it this one, or this one? So left, middle or right, okay? And so just we're using our intuition, which to me is our psychic clairs, the middle card with the heart chakra, the far right heart chakra, solar plexus, middle card, heart, middle, three jumps at me, middle, throat, got to tell you, nobody's got it right yet, so have another go. So what best thing to do would be to center yourself in your heart space and ask your guide, your angelic guide, to assist you, and ask that the chakra card be shown to you for your highest and best, and just let go of it And okay, here we go. Middle, no. Right was universe. Third eye was the third eye chakra. Okay, so that's a hard one, but I'm turning you around. But try it at home. I don't know, I play the Fairyland game on Facebook when I'm just chilling out. My husband plays cards on the computer, I play the Fairyland game. Well done, Fiona, fantastic. And so when the 5 mushrooms come up, if I really focus and just wait for it to light up, I'm so sorry about that. Quite often we'll get a pair. Oh, you fell off the thing. Sorry about that. No, Wendy, I'm not. I just I can't do individual readings in this session. But if you would like a reading, please contact me. Oh, now I have to stick you down again. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Yes, lots of fun though, because it is about developing your psychic clairs, and now I've kind of jiggered that a bit and it's not going to stick. Alright, so I want to do one more psychic exercise with you when I get this to stick properly. And it's a meditation, hi Anna, that I did with people yesterday to actually go a bit deeper into what you see. So one person said she just sees colours. Yeah, it's lots of fun, so Mel. She just sees colours. Okay, so when she's meditating, she'll get a lot of colours, and I'm sure that, thanks Dan, that a lot of you will get colours but not know what it means or anything like that. So I wanted to just take you through this little exercise where I call in a master and he gives you a ball of light, a sphere of light. But it'll be a different colour for each of you, okay? So I just want you to close your eyes and to hold the intention that your energy be grounded and centered in your heart space. And I'm just holding the intent, I'm just asking Archangel Michael to help with that, just to allow you all, and just imagine yourself, just feel yourself sitting in your body, and put your hands out in front of you. Thanks, Lisa. And I'm calling in Lord Melchizedek. Now, you might be able to see him, otherwise just know that with intent it is. So he is there. And he's holding a beautiful sphere of light. It's a ball of light that he places in your hands, and it has a message just for you. So holding out your hands to receive this beautiful ball of light. And the colour of the ball of light will be individual. So the colour for you will be different for someone else. So do your best to see the colour, but if you don't see it, just feel into it, okay? Even if you do see it, actually put yourself into the ball of light so that you're surrounded by it. If you can't see the ball of light, imagine it. What colour would it be? What does it feel like in your hands? How does it make you feel? And place yourself in this ball of light and feel it all around you. You're now completely surrounded by this beautiful sphere of light that is a particular colour for you. See, feel, or imagine, or know what it is. If you don't know, ask. What is the colour of my ball of light for my highest and best? And empty your mind. So it's going to be different for everyone, but we're just exploring how you receive the messages and what your strongest clear is. So now you're in this beautiful ball of light that has a particular colour. Now actually really feel into the colour. Feel the energy of this colour. And then ask to be shown the place that is the highest and best place for you to be, to get the message for this colour. So for me the colour's violet, and it feels vibrant. So maybe you can get a word. Anna says she felt green and she feels warm. That's beautiful. Is there a word associated with your colour? Mine is, it's a feeling of, I just get the word vibrant, but it might be different. So if you don't get a feeling, ask for a word. What is the word that's associated with it? What's the place that's associated with it? Maybe there's a crystal associated with it. What's the angel associated with it? Just keep asking these questions. Oh, beautiful. What's the chakra associated with it? So for me it's the crown, but orange would be your sacral. Light blue ball of light, and the word love, which I feel peaceful and beautiful. Awesome. Okay, so the gift, there's a gift associated with this beautiful sphere of light that Lord Melchizedek has given you. You're sitting inside this beautiful sphere of light, feeling peaceful, embraced, loved, fired up. Thanks, Fiona. But there's a gift that's associated with this ball of light. Now it's an etheric gift, so it might be the gift of unconditional love, it might be the gift of speech, it might be the gift of insight, goodness knows. Jasmine says, I have gold. It feels like I should be shining bright and undesirable, but I feel disconnected fully from the light. Okay, so sitting yourself in the gold, gold is the colour of the Christ consciousness. So this is your bridge from disconnection to connection. So your gift, Jasmine, is connection. Okay, so sitting in the gold and then follow the path to the light, and that's your connection to the all and the creator. And if you can't do that, just sit in the gold, because that is going to help you to feel connected again. So the gift will be different to, it's not like a jewel or a crystal, or it's a gift of something that perhaps you've been missing. It's perhaps a message. It's perhaps a feeling that you haven't felt before. it's going to be pertinent for you. Indestructible. Okay. It feels like I should be shining bright and indestructible, but I feel disconnected fully from the light. So the gold is your gift. It's the gift of the Christ consciousness. So then you can call in Jesus, who everyone is associated with religion, but he's the Christ consciousness. He's the bridge. He's your bridge to help you from disconnection to connection, and he will help you feel love for yourself, because if we're disconnected from ourselves as well. So I have a pulsating light, Bridgie says. It starts off yellow gold and comes into a circle of black and keeps pulsing. I can feel the ball in my hand, but no word, just a feeling of acceptance and love. Wow. Yellow gold and comes into a circle of black. So, if you've got the colour and that feel, what does it feel like? You know, what does it mean? So what does the black mean? And it's not a bad thing, it might just be a gap that needs fill. It just might be one more thing you need to know. So when you've got the colour, sit in it and feel what it feels like. And then what I do if I'm helping people heal is I go back and see where it comes from or whatever, but don't just see the colour, sit in it, feel what it feels like. What does it mean for you? And then ask the questions like, what is the word associated with this? What is the emotion? Okay. Yeah. So if you've got yellow gold, but there's a feeling of feeling lost, then you can just sit in the gold and send love into the black and just say, I am found, or something really positive, and see if that helps, Bridgie. Would love some feedback on that. Angie says, pink opalescence and the feeling of love. Fantastic. I'm hoping that's not going to fall off now. Pink opalescence. So pink is the colour of love. So Archangel Michael will say, see your sacral chakra or your solar plexus tinged with love. So orange tinged with pink love, yellow tinged with pink love, and yeah, no problem. See if that helps. And just send that pink into that. So you could send pink into it as well, Bridgie, that feeling of love, you know, and actually say something, I am loved, I am found, and I am loved, and I feel love, and just see if you can heal that feeling of being lost. So there's lots of different ways that you can actually activate or build on your psychicness. And I've probably rambled a bit, sorry if I have, but there's been lots of interaction today, which has been really fantastic, and I hope it's helped you a lot. The last thing I'm going to do is just to choose a daily guidance angels card for everybody. And see how we go. I hope this has resonated with people, and if you've just gone, yep, I do that, fantastic, just awesome. Go out and teach other people. You know, it's just that's what happens, isn't it? We all just help each other. Okay, this is a beautiful message for you to finish this session today, and I'll send you off with love and peace. And talking of love, heart chakra. There we go. How perfect is that? And the message is, love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart, as we, the angels, stand by with perfect protection and guidance. I think that's perfect for you too, Bridgie. I seem to get the feeling of just keeping going. Don't feel lost. Just keep going because the light is bringing me forwards. Yeah. And just sending lots of love to yourself too, because, you know, love is the heart of the matter. Yeah, safety for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. Wow, Roxy says her body was vibrating. That's amazing. Yes, Angie, it is beautiful. Indigo ball. So indigo is the colour of your third eye, with an eye in the middle. So there you go. It's about your third eye. So that's an opening of your third eye. It means, Roxy, for me, it means that your third eye is definitely opening, and to actually trust what you see and what you get. Definitely. Wow. And if your body's vibrating, that's the integration of light, and it's bringing you into a higher vibration, higher dimension. So that's really fantastic. Yeah, pleasure. How exciting, guys. Has anybody else got something that happened to them so I can do an interpretation? My feet are freezing. I'm going to have to go in a minute. You're welcome. You're welcome, Sayma. So love was in my ball of light. That's fantastic, Patricia. Yeah. Look, how awesome. So the ball of light was just a way of getting you to see that what you're getting is individual for you, and to if you're seeing a colour, you can actually feel into it and start to get more messages from it, rather than just wondering what it is. And so, you know, and if it is like a chakra colour, and if it's, well, with Roxy it was indigo with an eye in it. Well, indigo is the third eye, it's an eye, so it's just like that message is very powerful of really start working on your third eye and trusting that that is opening for you. And how amazing that was the chakra card that I had too out. So wow, there are no coincidences either. So all of you, yeah, just if you don't see now, just keep, fake it till you make it is what I was told. So imagine what it would be like, and then sit in that, and then that will just help to develop. But work on visualizing as well. Visualize the spelling word. Visualize what someone looks like in a story. You know, really work on that visualizing, because that will help your third eye to develop. Oh, Patricia, that is beautiful. She says, thank you, gorgeous soul, for your time teaching and learning. I love doing this, I really do. I would love to do much, much more of it. I just love helping people and interacting with you all, and it's an absolute pleasure. So I am reaching out spiritual news. I've just released my next newsletter. You can go onto Blogger to find that, or you can go onto my Facebook page or my New Look website, victoriacochrane.com. And if you would like a reading, I really $60 for half an hour. So I try to keep it affordable for people. Jackie, thank you. Be lovely to catch up with you again soon. Love to you all. You too, Angie. And let's make a date for me to come down to Hobart and do some workshops and things. And thank you for all your feedback. That's just beautiful. And I'm so glad if it's helped you or just given you a bit of a something to work on. Have a beautiful day, everybody, and I'll see you next week. Bye.